Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking ourselves a few tracks off of an album by an act named Son of Satan. And if we switch over to here, I pray that it's recording this time. I tried recording a bit of this review a bit earlier, and yeah, decided to not behave itself. Since I tried doing the initial review, this album's seen a fair bit of love, which is lovely. A few thousand plays on a few of these songs. We're going to be listening through this album's first 6 tracks from start to finish, and we're going to hear what we think. The Devil's Kid, the album by Son of Satan, Boy King. Let's go. Oh, the blah. Oh, this is based off of Hallelujah, isn't it? We got these orchestral drums and crashes, and like the woman doing a fantastic vocal performance introducing the Son of Satan. Oh, fantastic. I mean, like, I'm fairly familiar with the melody because of the song Hallelujah, but it was a nice touch sort of adjusting and manipulating it to suit the new subject matter that we've got today. Interesting elements with the drums and the 808s and everything like that, and again those gated crashes and stuff like that, those compressed crashes. We weren't as explorative with the harmonies and bass lines as the original track, but I think that's fine. It would have been a bit difficult maybe to get that coloration in there with these instruments. So smart move. One of the more sort of original takes on an introduction to an album that I've heard in a while. It's kind of nice to hear that difference there. Great. Great work, Son of Satan. Fantastic work so far. We've got Total Triple Darkness. And some very sad sounding strings for Total Triple Darkness. It does sound kind of like it could be a depressing. Kind of a ballsy move just having the strings going this long on a track, but I think that's fine. It kind of piques your interest a little bit. Oh. He did that in the first track as well. That's kind of his entrance, isn't it? Oh, chord note accent on those drums. Lovely reverb piano line. Oh, catchy little melody as well. Yeah, nod my head to it. Nah, genuinely, man, it's kind of fire. I like it. They say time is a friend to no man. Oh, we're allowing some space between the lines and the stanza. Fantastic. When I look back, all I see is a snowman. Climate change flows through my veins. The climate change and snowman. Interesting imagery there. And the heart of summer, I might make it rain. There's different ways you could take that, and I kind of like the openness of that. I like the openness of that statement. Cool, nice to hear some clean vocals there. I'm liking the way he delivers his lines, and as well, he's really nice and clear in the mix. I'm enjoying the production value on this album so far. Because that is the symbol of total triple darkness. When the sun burns out, the light will shine. And that light is the sound of infinity time. The light is the sound of infinity time. And my ears keep on goddamn ringing. I can't stop thinking about what I'm singing. My head keeps spinning like There's a very subtle little lead guitar line there as well. I'm kind of digging the layers of the elements of this mix. Still kind of figuring out the lyrics though. I can't stop thinking about what I'm sinking. Is that talking about like the flood that he was engaged in earlier in the first verse? With climate change and stuff like that?
I told her I'm on a tight schedule.
Oh damn. Very final sounding.
Out the door like the last day of school. There's no room for love in the heart of ambition. All I care about is to what I listen. And my ears keep on goddamn ringing. I can't stop thinking about what I'm singing. My head keeps spinning like and my ears keep on goddamn ringing. I can't stop thinking about what I'm singing.
We've got the organs, the church organs coming in here, as well as a nice additional layer. You know, like those kind of religious, theological elements. I kind of dig that. It's true to form, and it's got a similar tonality and stylistic vibe to it. Very pretty sounding. So this is his entrance into the world, coming out from the darkness, his head still ringing as he rises up and stuff like that. And he's thinking about, he's looking back on himself and where he's come from, and he's walked away from that woman. Maybe what I'm thinking is the relationship that he had with that woman, maybe because he walked away from it. I'm not sure, man. This is a tricky one, total triple darkness. I don't want to overthink it too much, though. I think that for the first full track on this album that I've listened through, I quite like the way they communicated in a mode within the song. It was a fairly neutral sounding performance, but at the same time, I think a lot of the music itself, the harmonies and all that kind of carried the emotional content, which is great. Be interesting to see if we hear a bit more grit later on, but that was total triple darkness. Raised by Wolves, track number 3. Interesting sus2 chord there, I think. Oh, a little bit of chromaticism in there.
The jungle is the place for me. Raised by the wolves in the wild.
It's a really pretty harmony that he has there. It goes into a sort of a peaceful place.
That's my story.
Oh, a little bit of
Jungle, the werewolf, gargoyle, ready to rumble. Quick, watch them crumble. When they hear me, they say, oh no, the dragon. There we go, a living volcano. The explosion about to blow. Foster you, the superstar. Pentagram, avatar, a young boy with lots of scars. I can stop a moving car, a pillar in a road. Nothing can move me. Look at me, behold, son of Satan, yours truly.
Now it's interesting talking about the way where he came from, I guess, as a character, you know, within this album, Son of Satan. You hear the sounds of the wolves and everything like that, kind of meets the point of the title of the track, and kind of, it sounds kind of aggressive and violent, but at the same time, it's sort of more authoritative or anything like that, or like heavily assertive at least. And this is more of a calm statement of where he's been. Raised by the wolves in the wild. And repeating these vocal melodies, and that when he hits that low note, place for me, that there, how he hits that note is really satisfying.
That's my story.
But yeah, again, that bit of tension there is really nice to split the halfway point of the chorus. There's the additional little synth there at the halfway point.
Take the limelight into the night. I bring bombs to a gunfight. Watch them blow to smithereens. I take it to new extremes. I have a dream in which I am the boy king. Lord of diamond rings, double piece on my necklace. So young and reckless, crossing hits off the checklist. I lost the cute with blue hair, crypto millionaire. I needed them, but they weren't there. Now they asking, I won't share.
Oh, so like basically he's become their king, and they're asking now. And he doesn't want to give them any help because when he needed their advice, they were like, nah, you're not worth it. Oh, congrats on your success there. Well done, Son of Satan. That's fantastic. Yeah, it sounds like he's accomplishing his dreams, and that's great. He had a tough or a rough upbringing, but it made him stronger. and smarter, and he was able to utilize that experience to get to where he is today. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking this album a lot. Excellent. Okay, when the wolves go out. It's a 2-minute 30 track. That's pretty short, but there's just so much content in it. And I love that to pieces. It's great use of time, and it's really respectful of the listener's time as well. No filler, no garbage, man. It's strong stuff. I'm liking how he's getting those wolf vocals to work as a functional melody within the overall harmony. And the percussion as well is so interesting. You've got these mixture of 16th and triplet note hits within each of the various drums and stuff like that. And again, you got those church organs come back as a stylistic thing, matching the imagery and the branding of the album. You know, you kind of get that church organ vibe when you got the Satan devil kind of thing there. As a spiritual experience. We've got Annihilation Mode now, track number 4. I anticipate this potentially. Oh, we got that. Wow. A little bit of vocal modulation on there. Interesting mix chain there. Really satisfying 808 line there.
Fire rains across the globe. Through the barrel of my scope, I am low. Ashes, they fall down and explode. The elixir of eternal life I hold. I drink it and stand on what I wrote. Shh. If you listen closely, you can hear the demons of hell telling a story about an orphan boy raised in poverty, decked from head to toe with glory and beauty. Now,
Oh, damn. Nice. We're getting to the storytelling part of it. Yeah, it's a little bit more intense than the previous tracks I've heard so far, but I think that can be a good thing there, that variation throughout an album. Oh.
Speaking the meat of poetry, the wisdom of Odin, a child prophet chosen by the gods, who formed the Himalayas, O Shiva, and Cali of chaos. Every studio session is a seance. Only a fool couldn't see the resemblance.
Oh, damn, the resemblance. And that seance of a recording session. Damn, man. Really, again, really slick branding from Son of Satan there. I haven't really seen much hip-hop like this, but I dig it. It's cool. It seems like it's really well considered, and I have a lot of love for that. It's going to get people's attention at the very least, you know? It helps that it's well recorded and the guy's communicating really well and is a pretty decent vocalist. The glitchy sort of distorted says like, they're like, maybe they could have been reduced by 0.25 dB in the mix, but they're pretty good where they are.
My music is so goddamn holy. Offerings are presented before me. Human sacrifice when they worship me. The souls of criminals, my judgment is holy. Her God.
Damn, the souls of criminals, my judgment is holy. Damn, man. That's fascinating. Is this... Where are we going with this?
But it won't distract me, truly. No matter how smoky, no matter how stormy, the black sun, it shines right through me. Integrated sound frequencies, opening portals.
Again, like it's not particularly easy to get all these words pronounced clearly, and the guys spend a little bit of time articulating and practicing. Yeah, it's coming through really authentically. I'm kind of digging the overall vibe of this track if I haven't made that clear already. Telekinesis to hieroglyphic lyrics, so leaving imbecile in a state of paralysis. Beware of Kafu when you listen to this. The power of hell in my mathematical analysis. Benevolent calculus, the area under the curve of my wings, spread out across the spectrum of my dreams. A direct descendant of the Aesir gene.
The winters of Ragnarok in my bloodstream. A child prophet, incarnation supreme. I rock the halls of hell, the walls rumble. The heavens of hell tremble as I march my army through the jungle. I am
Oh, we went to the jungle, and there was a bit of tension there and back into that hook. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. We went a bit of freeform there for a minute. I was thinking, wow, this verse is going on for a while, but we ended it well. I think that's kind of an important thing to do. Sometimes you need to mess with the expectations of the listener. I wonder if there's any other sort of tracks on this record that are going to be like that.
Annihilation Mode. This is the end of the road.
Gradual development of the musical theme there. Good, good, good.
Outside in the cold. Fire rains across the globe. Through the barrel of my scope, I unload.
Barrel of the scope.
Ashes, they fall down and explode. The elixir of eternal life I hold. I drink it and stand on what I wrote.
This sounds like the end of days apocalyptic scenario with the sun setting, rising and laying down these dope tracks. Again, really interesting storytelling and imagery here. The guy's clearly intelligent and reasonably creative with the way he expresses himself. I think that's an important part of music that sometimes you get lost, is that you actually need to tell a story. And it needs to generally be something that hasn't necessarily been done before. Oh, okay.
I can't stop.
We're going, continuing.
I can't stop.
Can't stop.
I can't stop. I can't stop.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that this was different to what we've had previously, because we could have probably finished it neatly at the end of that final chorus, but having something different here just to finish it saying, I can't stop. Kind of all the chaotic stuff that he's been describing in the previous verses and stanzas. He just cannot stop Annihilation Mode. It's just too late.
Stop.
He's in an infinite loop.
Can't stop.
Oh, you got the bells toll for thee, my dude. The Devil's Kid. The self-titled off of the album. Wow.
They call it the American dream. Cause you have to be asleep to believe it. We haven't seen it. They call it the American dream. Cause you have to be asleep to believe it.
Oh, is this in 5/4?
Haven't seen it. They call it the American dream.
I wasn't expecting this dude.
To believe it. We haven't seen it.
Devil has risen from the sea. Saw him with my own eyes, it was he. Spoke out of his mouth, blasphemy. This is what he said to me.
It's an interesting texture that we have to that lady's vocals. Is it the same singer from the first track, or is it a different one?
Eyelid on my third eye. Peel back, wide awake, no sleep. I'm so high, like a dragonfly, but I fly like a dragon. Black wings on my soul became darkened after the eclipse formed a fetus inside the womb of a goddess. A blue-haired child decked with glory and beauty, standing on the sun with feet arrayed with glory. A superstar, that star is a pentagram, pointed to the center of the earth, right through the land.
It's interesting. I don't really hear a lot of hip hop and rap in 5/4. I'm loving the risk that we've taken here with the time signature. It sounds kind of discordant and kind of evil and sort of weird. I kind of love that. It kind of sounds true to the overall theme and imagery from the album.
Highly intellectual, they don't understand the symbol of the devil who I am, son of Satan.
The very breathy vocal style for this chorus, which contrasts with his more kind of straightforward vocal rapping.
From the ocean floor
Oh, damn.
to the
That's a smart move as well. Just in a track that's this short, just have run through the chorus. You don't need to repeat it twice.
I was born as the poorest, a foster child, orphan, penniless. Then I climbed to the top of the mountain, Orion luminiferous. Hard body, exoskeleton, flesh. Bullets go around me, ricochet off me. I smell death when I look in their eyes. Fiery breath, I burn them alive.
Damn.
Cremation.
Damn. Hell, that sounded like the fires of hell were opening up to burn you alive. That was a smart move there. That was some interesting Foley. I was not expecting that there. That caught me. That caught me a little bit. That was dope.
I am
Hold on.
the taker, I take them into the depths of hell. Hell, Satan.
Coming back with those George organs.
That Destruction approaching from every direction. Holy infernal genetics through natural selection. Goth girl pussy hole consumes my erection. With the seed of the devil, I fill the womb to the brim.
Well, there we go. He's the devil's kid is having a baby. There you go. The loop, the cycle repeats itself. And just finishes with that note. That's the end of it. That's the start and finished, right? Rise to the top. Well done. Excellent work there. Excellent work. Well played. That was the Devil's Kid. Great hearing more of the backstory there, understanding where they came from, their journey to the top, etc. And again, keeping that theme from the first track, where announcing the Boy King has come from, has risen, is ready to fuck shit up effectively. And Satan.We Trust, track number 6. I got that. Wah. Oh, it's a bit more bouncy, this one, eh? With the trap elements with the hi-hats and all that.
I cannot believe how stupid the average human being is. What the fuck you mean, kid?
I mean, neither can I, but I'm probably got completely lacking in self-awareness. Well, does that make me smart? I don't know.
I cannot believe how stupid the average human being is. What the fuck you mean, kid? I'm a fucking genius, a musical extremist. You really need to hear this. This is like the weirdest.
I mean, like, to be fair, this is some of the most unusual hip-hop I've heard in quite a while, and, you know, sometimes people can find that weird, but sometimes the weirdest stuff is the coolest stuff, you know what I mean? Sometimes you need to not be doing what literally everyone else is doing in order to stand out. Isn't that amazing? Amazing concept. Damn, man, that sub drop there.
You really need to hear this. This is like the weirdest. What the fuck you make of this? How much can I take of this? I'm about to break some shit. Every song I make is a hit. They say I'm about to blow up. They say I need to grow up. I say I need to go in. I say I need to plug in. I need to buy more crypto and buy some more again. Poke it out, Bitcoin, KDA, Ethereum. Fuck your paper money. I got crypto.
Yeah, to be fair, man, I mean, like, Ethereum's gone up like a good 600% over the last 4 years. So if you bought in 2017, you're doing pretty well.
Money. I got crypto and Satan.We Trust. The flesh of my lust. I curse when I cuss. Another one bites the dust. The devil's architect. I shoot artifacts. Unidentified.
It's cool to hear crypto and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies being talked about in hip hop and rap, because it's a huge thing at the moment, especially with NFTs. Like, I was looking at NFTs on like Yacht Club, whatever the hell it is, and it's like there's like 2 million of those being sold, and some of them are selling for like millions of dollars, and it blows my mind, dude. Blows my mind, dude.
Like Halo, I wear a black halo, all black wings with the all black rainbow. The sun behind my head, the moon at my feet, dancing with the dead ancestors in the street. Tell me what your life like, devil music vibes like, rock life every night, never going to the light. Oh, what a dream.
It was kind of, it's interesting how we're accessing different. Is this sort of like the important parts of his life as Boy Satan or Son of Satan? Oh, what a view of the scenery. It's kind of nice to have the double tracks on either side of the headphones like that. It's great that we were aware that we can put the vocals in different positions in the mix to make different parts stand out. I like that. But that is effectively the Satan.We Trust there. I want to just have a listen quickly through this part one more time.
Tell me what your life like, devil music vibes like, rock life every night, never going to the light. Oh, what a dream.
Oh, what a dream. Yeah, we're talking about the scenery that he's got once he's risen and like taking over things as the Boy King. Cool. The Devil's Kid by Son of Satan. Great album so far. Again, I want to talk about this. I'll go into I'm already in the square I need to be. I had a heart attack there because I was thinking, shit, have I chosen the wrong place to put my webcam? Because I would have needed to do all of this over again. Anyways, continuing with the conclusion. I think this album's fairly well considered. There's a clear imagery and branding that, you just get instantly from the album cover. Talking about the Boy King, the Devil's Kid, Raised by Wolves, Annihilation Mode. It all indicates a person who's maybe risen from hell and came up to the top, and he's done what he could in order to find success, and he's basically I think he's gotten someone pregnant at one point with the Devil's Kid, talking about how he doesn't want to go to the light, how he's like, he can make it rain in the middle of summer and stuff like that. There's all these interesting bits that are talked about here, and how he can't stop with his annihilation mode, destroying people on the mic and in general, dealing with criminal souls and stuff like that. There's all these different fun things that are spoken about, and I think it's really cool because it creates a niche for himself as a musician, and it's easy for people to remember him. Like, I will probably remember Son of Satan after doing this review. There are a lot of musicians who I don't remember because their branding isn't that clear or like memorable, but this is a different experience for me and I enjoy that. It helps, of course, that as a musician, as a vocalist, Son of Satan is fairly competent on the mic. He can rap, there's some lovely clean vocals occasionally, there's some modulated vocals as well with some stepping on that effects chain, but that's cool. I think it's cool, it's a staple of the genre at this point in time, and I'm glad we had the variation there. We also had some lady vocalists in there as accompaniments. They did fantastic vocal technique from them as well, with some lovely ornamentations, especially the vibrato in the Boy King part. It was very sort of like theatrical and sort of, I love the importance of it. I love the care that's been put into this music. I think that Son of Satan is a very competent producer, especially if he's been responsible for all of this music. Like, this takes a long time to get this competent with knowing the music theory, the composition, like how the different instruments work together, as well as the production and mixing and mastering, which for the most part was fairly on point. Especially with the part, I think, when in Annihilation Mode or something like that, or Devil's Kid, where there was like that big like explosion of fire or something like that. I think it was the Devil's Kid. It's just cool Foley stuff that adds to the experience. And you had instruments that would come back, like the church organs and stuff like that, which created a stylistic consistency among the tracks. I get the impression that the rest of the album is fairly on point. I have no doubt that this guy is someone who genuinely cares about his craft and his dream. And I really hope he achieves his dream with music. If he hasn't already done that already, I hope he continues to grow as a musician and as a person. And I hope he has a fantastic holidays, because this is, of course, the holiday season. I don't think he'll necessarily be, celebrating the holier elements of it. But, yeah. And I suppose in regards to the way the songs are structured, we had really catchy hooks that had extra bars occasionally or different augmentations that kind of kept things sounding fresh throughout. But that's effectively my review of The Devil's Kid by Son of Satan. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show Son of Satan some love via the various social medias and Spotify. And stay cool and stay safe. And remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the great stuff going on in the world. Catch you next review. Spider hands out.